And today on Polar Ice Creamery and Desserts, we're gonna make a macadamia caramel ice cream. Yep, so all those people that suggested that name, thank you very much. That is the one I have gone for. But this channel is really always gonna be about ice cream. That's my passion, that's what I do for a living. So Haagen-Dazs do macadamia brittle. Ben & Jerry's did a couple of macadamia flavors over the years, but they've all ended up in the graveyard. So that kind of made me want to do one. I know I said this would be Ben & Jerry's. You know what it's like when you really want to do something, but you can't decide. So I kind of mixed the two together and created this. We're going to go for browned butter custard base. Custard because we want that eggy flavor incorporated into there. And we also want that lecithin as well. And into that, we're going to make a macadamia caramel, and we're going to treat it slightly different because I want it to semi-crystallize as we add it in. But I'll talk about that a bit later. So what are we going to need for this delicious ice cream? For the brown butter sweet cream base, this is a 1.5 kilo batch. So you are going to need 545 grams of whole milk, 200 grams of cream, between 33 and 36% fat. 100 grams of butter, 200 grams of sugar, 35 grams of light corn syrup or golden syrup, 50 grams of egg yolks, 48 grams of skim milk powder, 2 grams of salt, and stabilizer is optional. The butter, so my butter is 85% fat, so 15% water. And to successfully brown our butter, we need to heat that up and evaporate that water off. So let's start with that. We're going to get a nice small pan. We have our 100 grams of butter here, and we're going to reduce this down to 85 grams. So we're not going to have the heat too high. We're just going to have it ticking over for about 5 to 10 minutes to reduce that down, and then we can brown our milk solids within it. So let's get that started. So let's get that going first. So that's on a medium heat, and we're just going to keep an eye on it while we prepare the rest of our base. Here we have another pan, scales as always, cup measurements as always on the previous screen, also in the description. And we're going to start with our milk, 545 grams. And our cream, again, 33 to 36% fat, 200 grams. Into that, corn syrup, so light corn syrup or golden syrup, 35 grams. Sugar, 200 grams. Remember, this is a large batch. Keep an eye on that butter, make sure that it doesn't boil too hard. We don't want to brown it prematurely. We want to make sure that water gets evaporated off. So we're going to take the remaining 15 grams of sugar. And into that, we're going to add 1.5 grams of our stabilizer. Again, stabilizer, totally optional. If you don't want to use it, then feel free not to. We've got our egg yolks in here, so we do not need a lecithin. There's enough lecithin in 1.5 egg yolks to 2 egg yolks, depending on what size your eggs are. If you don't want to use the eggs in here, I recommend putting an emulsifier in to help bring that butter together. So with our stabilizer and our sugar like that, we can now just pop that in there. You can hear that butter just ticking away. So the milk solids in our butter will start to come to the top and look like this. We want to make sure that we reduce this down by that 15 grams of water. So I've already weighed this, so I know how much it needs to come down to. We've got another 5 grams of water to evaporate off. So back on that goes, not too aggressively. Again, don't want to burn it. Now we're going to do our egg yolks. These are room temperature eggs. Doesn't really make a huge amount of difference. Let's get those in. We're going to put our egg whites in the fridge because we're probably going to make some macarons with those. So now all that's left is our skim milk powder. And we're going straight in with 48 grams. Making sure to agitate that butter ever so slightly so that it doesn't burn on the bottom. Slightly higher solids content on this. Sweet cream bases can feel quite cold compared to others. So by increasing our solids content to about 43, 45%, it combats that cold feeling, gives us that super luxurious texture. The custard base itself will increase that solids content a little bit. There's not a huge amount of fat in egg yolks. So we're really using them for texture and that slight bit of taste. Finally is our salt, which we're going to add about 2 grams. You don't want to go too mad. This isn't a salted base recipe. So with that here, we can stir this together and get this on the heat. We want to get this up to about 50 degrees centigrade, which is this in Fahrenheit, because when we add the butter, we want them to be pretty warm. Otherwise, we'll add them in and then the egg yolks will clump together and go really weird. So let's get this heated up at the same time as our butter. So we can see that our milk solids have started to brown now, and there we go, sitting on the bottom of the pan. We want to be careful at this stage. We don't want to completely burn that butter. So turn the heat off and just leave it there until your ice cream base has completely come up to temperature. With our base up to about 55-60 Celsius, we're going to put in our browned butter, and as you can see here, that colour is immense. In that goes. We want all of that beautiful toasted milk solids in our base. Now we've got to finish cooking our base. We've got our stabilizer and we've got our egg yolks in here. We need to bring them up to about 75 to 80 Celsius. Be careful at the top end if your stabilizer needs higher heat, but just keep stirring it, it'll be fine. Right, with our base up to 82 degrees Celsius, that's good enough. Because what we're going to do, it smells delicious. That brown butter really has changed the base completely. So with that in mind, we can get this into a container. By continually stirring with the egg yolks already in there, you completely negate the need to do the old-fashioned kind of egg tempering method by pouring some of that hot liquid into the egg yolks. It's not a difficult process, but that was designed for people in restaurants, you know, chefs, so they could actually hurry that process along. You could heat dairy up much faster and then temper your egg yolks, get it back onto temperature. You can get that process done much quicker by doing it that way, but we have that freedom, and a lot of people have problems tempering egg yolks, so you don't need to put the egg yolks in at the start, stir it all together, bring it up to temperature while stirring, don't have to worry about that process. So with our base now prepared, we're going to let this cool down for about 10 minutes with the lid off, then we're going to pop it in the fridge overnight. We want it overnight because we really want that flavour to build. We want that brown butter to infuse into that base. We want the emulsification of those egg yolks to really work and bring everything together, and then we'll be left with this delicious, thick custard base. So let's do that. And before we move on, the macadamia nuts, I got these from Bulk Barn. It's much cheaper to do that than it is to get them from anywhere else. I find if you don't have a Bulk Barn, then have a look in your supermarkets. There is a distinct difference in supermarkets in the UK anyway, depending on what aisle you buy your nuts from. If you buy them from the baking aisle, they're generally much more expensive than if you buy them from the health food aisle, and sometimes vice versa. So if you go to Sainsbury's, it's much more expensive in the health food aisle than it is to the baking aisle. So look in both. I'll come back in the morning when our base is ready and we can start working on our caramel. Now it's time to make our caramel. It's the next day. So we're going to start with this before we churn our ice cream. We want to allow this time to cool down a little bit. So first things first, let's weigh out our sugar. We're going to start with 150 grams. And with that done, let's get it on a hob and get it cooked down to a deep amber color, not burnt, but almost there. Whilst we're waiting for that, let's weigh out our butter, which we need 70 grams. And our cream, which we need 35 grams. We're going to take 100 grams of macadamia nuts, a little 10 grams smidgenette of olive oil. And we've got our glucose syrup, which we will put in with our sugar in a bit. That's everything. So let's wait for our sugar to get up to color. So for this caramel, depending on how large pieces of nut you want, just chop them up to suit. Mine are in halves already and I'm quite happy with that size, so I will leave them. But if you want them much finer, then chop them up. If you want them whole, then just leave them like that. As our sugar's now starting to melt, we're going to heat our butter and our cream up so that they're not cold when we put them into our sugar. Now with our sugar at the right color, we can add in our butter and our cream. We're going to start with our butter, and this is going to spit like crazy, so just be careful. Into that, we're going to put our cream. And our glucose. The glucose is there to stop it completely recrystallizing. I'm going to stir this for a little bit because I want to introduce a little bit of recrystallization. And that is because I want the texture of that slight recrystallization within that ice cream. If you're unsure if you want that, then just don't do it. It's fine, you can just leave it. But I'm just gonna stir this for about 30 seconds. And what that will do is introduce a couple of microcrystals of the sugar, and then that will help produce that slightly gritty texture that sometimes you get with honey. Now we can add our olive oil. Our olive oil is for flavour. Olive oil goes really well with macadamia. We're gonna add finally our salt, which is just 2 grams. And then finally, in go our macadamia nuts. That is our macadamia caramel done. We can now pour that into a container and just leave that to cool down. Now, let's get the ice cream machine out and get our brown butter base churning. When you take this base out of the fridge, it will have a layer on the top, and we need to re-emulsify that back into our base. That's all our milk solids, our butter, all coming to the top. So what we're gonna do, get a stick blender and blend it back together. Brown butter custard ice cream with macadamia caramel. First thing to note is the caramel went a little bit harder than I'd like, so I think probably introducing more butter would help that texture a little bit more. It's not rock solid, but it's also not as soft as I would like it, so I will adjust the recipe for that. Either way, let's see how this one tastes. So even though the caramel is slightly harder at the point of scoop, as soon as you put it in your mouth, it turns into this delicious soft caramel. So I don't know, maybe I'll leave it as it is. The macadamia nuts pair perfectly with that caramel, and that little bit of olive oil just really, I don't know, it creates this unique flavor that is delicious. So that's excellent, really, really nice. The ice cream is so close to being perfect. It's not, but it's so close. It's not because it's gone over that fat barrier that is different for every country depending on your dairy. Here in Canada, there is a level of fat content that you can't go above because it struggles with the re-emulsification of it, and you get that fatty draw, which is what we're starting to get here. It's so close. It's right on the edge of being, I mean, obviously this is a high fat ice cream, you know, this is a luxury brown butter ice cream. It's supposed to be fatty, but I reckon that if we drop the cream content down, then we can rebalance that out so you don't get quite as much of that fatty draw on the spoon. I actually don't mind that, but I know a lot of people wouldn't like that. It's so close to being there, really is so close. It's delicious. Doesn't matter what way you shake it, whether it's slightly too high fat for the dairy here or not, it is delicious. And that combination of that brown butter flavor in that ice cream is incredible. If you've never done it, give it a try. It pairs perfectly with that macadamia caramel. The whole combination is just incredible. And another way to do the macadamia caramel is to actually bring the temperature up. When you add all the butter and the cream into your caramel, you can heat it up a little bit more, bring it up to a slightly higher temperature, and then you can create that harder caramel with the nuts in. Pour it over the top of your macadamia nuts, let it harden off, crack it up, put it into your ice cream. That would be incredible too, because you get those really hard kind of bitey pieces of caramel and macadamia in. That would be delicious. Overall, really happy with this. I will adjust the recipe in the description to combat this slightly too high fat content. But any questions, obviously just mention them in the comments. If you're on Patreon, then I'm always there to answer any questions you got. This is delicious. Give this one a try. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Next week, I'm gonna do lemon sorbet in both the Ninja Creamy and a churn machine as well.